This was black Israelites for white dudes in Nazi Germany. They did. This is what happens if you fucking let those dudes who are like screaming like black Israelites.
Yes,
they will fucking. They'll fuck shit up.
If they somehow got
if we
hold
have a black
of
Israelite
army.
president, dude, it's over, dude.
Yeah.
We're in for a tough time. So here's where the book starts. So the lady starts with Noah's flood. So Noah comes off the ark. It's all backed
mythical
up. It's all backed up scientifically, dude. Don't even worry about it.
Okay.
So a large flood happens, and Noah gets off the ark and docks in the Caucasus Mountains. Makes sense. He has 3 sons: Sem, who is said to have fathered all the Semites, Arabs and Jews; Ham, who is said to be the father of. Oh no, sorry. Sem is the father of all the Semites. I think just the Jewish guys. Ham is the father of Arabs, and Japheth is the father of the Bulgarians and Macedonians, who then apparently gave rise to basically the white bros like the Celts, the Briggs, the Greeks, and so on. So they like don't even talk about Sam and they don't talk about that. They just talk about this group of people who were the Bulgarians and Macedonians who were living around like the Balkan Peninsula along the Black Sea. So these were like the Thracians, kind of. So there's already tribes there, and then Noah's son goes and just happens to mix it up with all of them, which is important because it kind of comes into play later with like how they translate it, because all this is based off of a Zoroastrian, like the Zoroastrian Bible that's written in a dead language.
Yeah.
And it's like, so people have kind of like.
I guess you don't need the Moses story though.
The Noah story? Well,
or Noah, yeah. You don't need that. You can just say a guy traveled there.
Exactly.
And started.
But this is because
mixing.
It's coming with this because of this is how this kind of started to bleed into kind of Europe culture of like,
okay.
Yeah, I think that was Noah actually. You know, that's how like that was like a foot in the door. And also too, a lot of the stuff is based on, I think Herodotus, the Greek historian, and he was the guy being Herodotus. He was the guy being like, so Noah, blah blah blah. So that's where a lot of this stuff came from. So maybe maybe Noah was real. I don't know, but that's kind of where this stuff comes from and why it's like based on Noah. So there's a bunch of people. It's like there's Jewish guys, Arabs, Slavs, Celts, Briggs, Hellenic tribes, Bulgarians, Huns, and on and on and on. And this lady is basically claiming she's going, the people who originally lived there before Noah's kids came were the Thracian Aryans, which, get ready for this, they worship the god Ares, which is the god of war. Therefore, bam, dude. Come on, dude.
Nice.
Dude, I mean, you have no way. You can't argue that.
What?
It's like page 3. She was like, and the god of war is Ares, who they worship. Therefore, they're Aryans is proof. Next page.
Oh.
So that's what she's read. So, and again, this is just the backstory.
She's fibbing.
This is the backstory. Again, I'm giving you
a book of fibs.
I'm giving you the backstory. And the whole reason I'm giving you this so we can get to the Avesta scriptures. So the way she's so what happens is you're like, people think there were Aryans. It's like if you ask like, some white dudes, they're like, well, we were fucking Aryans, blonde hair, blue eyes. If you ask Indian dudes, they're like, no. We're Aryans. Aryans originated from this area. That's all bullshit. And all of the confusion comes around the Avesta scriptures of the Aryans, which was written in the Avesta language, I think maybe 5,000, 4,000 years ago. So it's a dead language. And like there was dudes from Iran who were practicing Zoroastrians who translated it in like old Iranian or old Persian language. So does that make sense?
Yes.
It's confusing. So
yes.
like basically they're saying that there was all of these people living, this lady's saying that they're all living in the Balkan Peninsula, and like specifically the ones who were descendants of, I mean, that doesn't even matter, but like the people there who, like the Celts and the Briggs, she's like, they were Aryans. And she's saying that the Avesta scriptures back it up. So this is why she thinks it does. So according to when they translate it, and we'll get into the guy who translated the Zend Avesta, the Zend Avesta is the translated Avestan scriptures. So here's the story this lady has from the Avesta scriptures. This is why she thinks this. She said the Aryans started out on an island in the Pacific Ocean and the west side, and like a Polynesian island. So the west side of the island started to sink, and so they settled in Siberia and named it Arya. So at this time, Siberia was a blooming paradise with 7 months of summer and 5 months of winter. But then it got cold all of a sudden, which according to Dr. Kuhlman was because 12,000 years ago, the poles flipped at 60 degrees, leaving Siberia a frozen tundra with 10 months of winter and 2 months of summer. So this is the big ice age.
Yeah.
So in the Avesta scriptures, it reports that the quote unquote Aryan people who came from the Polynesian islands walked through a blizzard for, it could have been generations, dude. They walked through a blizzard, and that's where this was the first version of the story where they're like, they walked through a blizzard for generations and probably became white and then settled in the Balkan Peninsula. So this is why this scripture kind of points to the fact that people use this to be like, again, this could just be Indian dudes too, because Indian guys like, yeah, we started in Polynesia, then we fucking came down here. So then they have them settling around like Iran and then spreading out into that Balkan.
But Polynesia is not one of the cradles of civilization. So
here's the problem. Again, this is what all of this stuff's based off of. They switched that though. Later on, the Germans were like, we didn't come from fucking Polynesia. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
So then also within the, whatchamacallit. So in the Avesta scriptures, which is just like the Bible for Zoroastrians, they also had a one God. So they were a monotheistic religion. So they believed, and their God was named Ahura Mazda. Pretty sick.
Yes.
So at this point,
it sounds like a picture.
It's Ahura Mazda. Yeah. And they all believed that there was they were made of there was a good light spirit. So there's Ahura Mazda. There was a good light spirit, Spenta Manu, and who was there to battle Angra Mainyu, which was the negative dark spirit of matter. And they thought we were we were made of physical evil matter and a holy light body.
The Aryans believed all this.
Yeah. And it's okay. It sounds a little, similar to Christianity, whatever. But the problem is, and it's this book exists and it does talk about this stuff, but for some reason the argument is Indian dudes are like, no, we're Aryans. And, you had the Germans in World War II being like, no, we're Aryans. And, that's where it all kind of came from. But he also, when Hitler came around, he took that, you're saying that Polynesian thing.
Yeah.
He was like, he came up with the northern hypothesis. He was like, we didn't come from there. We originated in Scandinavia and then migrated and founded all of these. We founded India. We founded, that was the modern story he went to. So we covered the Jake Gyllenhaal thing, covered the Reza Aslan. So the way this lady got her hands on this book and discovered all of this stuff is there was a French guy who actually coined the term Aryan because it was it was Ariana, blah, blah, blah. He made the term Aryan. He was a Frenchman in 1750. He was a French Orientalist. There's just guys who used to study China.
The Orient.
Yeah, the Orient back then. So his name was Abraham Hyacinth Anquetil Duperron. Abraham, dude.
Founded the Aryans? Talk about your all-time backfires.
Yeah, dude. So he was he wasn't even about that. He just was the problem in 1750, the French and the Brits are colonizing the East. So they're battling, dude. So and for that reason, it's kind of hot to study Eastern religions. So Britain was killing it because they're they're coming home. They were I think they brought home 300 or 200 Sanskrit and Avestan manuscripts, but they couldn't translate them. They had no idea what they said. They were just check this shit out, dude.
Yeah.
We know the most about the Middle East. And the French were like, fuck you, dude. So then this guy, he was studying, ancient languages at a French college, and his professor's like, check this shit out. He's like, what is it? And he was like, this is a copy of the Avesta manuscripts, the ancient Zoroastrian manuscripts, but they don't know what it means. And the guy, Abraham, is like, fuck that, I'm going over there. He's like, I'm going to translate all those things and bring them back to France and, restore France to glory. So he's like, fuck, I'm going to join the military because that was his only way over there. And then on the way over there, he got sick and passed out and puked. He's just a nerd.
Yes.
So he got sick on the boat, passed out and puked. And the guy in charge was like, what the fuck are you doing? He was like, I'm here to study ancient manuscripts and bring glory to France. And they're like, all right, dude, we'll discharge you from the military. We'll give you a little stipend. And then you can go and learn all of these ancient secrets and we'll get you back to France. We don't want you fighting. He was like, sick. All right, I'll do that then.
Yeah.
So 6 months later, Abraham's in India eating only rice and veggies. And he's trying to find a Brahmin or a guru to kind of show him the secrets of the Orient. And then he walks really far and he gets super sick again and just kind of lays somewhere sick for a while and then recoups. And then he walks back to Pondicherry where he finds his brother who holds position in this little area. And he's like, dude, I can hook you up with Zoroastrian priests. But it turns out that the local Zoroastrians at this time were just trying to secure foreign alliances since they themselves were at war with another sect of Zoroastrians over an intercalation dispute, which is an argument about what month it is. So the Zoroastrians were like, one sect was like, it's fucking May. And they're like, dude, it's fucking June.
It's June.
And they were,
don't bring it up again.
They're like, it's fucking May.
We're coming with swords.
So they started fighting each other. Yeah. And then, you know, Abraham Duperron is just kind of like, yo, what's up with your guys' secrets? And they're like, we could probably use French allies.
Yeah,
so they're like,
hey, us, the guys fighting about what month it is. Yeah, we have ancient secrets.
I know. And that's what that lady's hypothesis I just laid out is based off this guy's translations of the Avesta. It's called the Zend Avesta. The Avesta is the scriptures. The Zend Avesta is the translation. So they're just kind of leading him on, be like, yeah, we got you, bro. Like, yo, what's up with your brother? And, you know, they're kind of like, how many guys you got? And, you know, so Abraham is like, they're leading him on. He thinks he's getting secrets, and eventually he figures out. And they were battling the British the whole time they were there. So he's like,
in India?
In that whole area. They had like, I think it's the Carnatic Wars or something. It was like in the East. I think India was kind of like worried the French were impinging on their India stuff and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I guess India or France might have been in Vietnam back then.
Really?
I don't know. I know they were. I mean, I don't know how long they were in Vietnam. Obviously,
this
England controlled India.
Yeah, this was like 1750.
The Dutch controlled Sri Lanka. The Dutch were motherfuckers.
Yeah, they're bad.
Yeah.
They're bad boys. So I think the French are over there.
Holland is just a bank.
Yeah, wasn't Switzerland too? Isn't that why it's always neutral?
Yeah, kind of. But Holland was like historically like.
Let me see if I can
just
pull up
stun on people.
Because there was I got my sources, bro.
No, it's all right. I don't think it matters. You don't have to get it.
All right, because there was a third Coronatic Wars. And
the French and
they were
English
mixing it up
everywhere,
somewhere
for sure. They were fighting here.
Yeah, were they here?
Yeah.
So I think
French and Indian Wars.
They had some beefs over there, but you'll see
everywhere.
Yeah, they were beefing over in that area because they were more. I guess they were more around like
colonial wars everywhere.
They were in like modern day Iran.
Oh, okay.
And then kind of like there was like Pondicherry as an area of France or in India. So I think they had a little bit of holdings in India, but I don't know. But they're in the intercalation dispute, and then Abe starts getting hip to the fact. He's like, these guys aren't giving me shit, dude. So he's like, fuck this. So he started getting super paranoid. So he leaves this city. He also started pulling a gun on people a lot.
Nice.
Like he would get on a ferry, and the ferry would like be like run like just like held up, and he'd go to the pilot, the captain, and be like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Yeah.
Started pulling a gun on, and anytime he got he's like, "This is like started to set him off." So he started just pulling guns on people.
Yeah. It was 1750, and he was in India.
Yeah, he was just getting nervous.
He's going to start putting guns on people.
He was getting nervous.
They don't have them right now.
So he gets out of that area, goes somewhere else. He makes it to Bengal, and he's invited to the home of a Zoroastrian nobleman, a dude by the name of Koda, who promised to let him in on all the ancient secrets he could handle. But during, and he was giving him some translations, like, yeah, check this out, and he was giving Abraham, like, at the very beginning of the Bible, they'll be like, and this guy's the son of this guy, and blah, blah. He was giving him bullshit. And Abraham was like, what the fuck, dude? So, and at the same time, the same thing, the dude Koda was selling a ton of his Zoroastrian noblemen out to the Brits at the same time. So he was engaged in like some very dangerous business. It's like the block is hot as fuck, dude. You still have the calendar fight going on. Then one night, Abe's studying with Koda. He's just kind of like, he's reading the text. He's like kind of feeling weird. And all of a sudden, he starts feeling like he's getting weird sexual vibes from Koda while going over these texts. And this is an excerpt from Abe's autobiography. I thought he was being a gracious host, but then the nobleman's eyes soon informed me about his real intentions. Moving his hand toward me, he tried to make them, his real intentions, explicit.
Put a hit on him.
No, he tried to fuck him, dude. Yeah, he tried to fuck him.
Put a hit on me. He's queered in the blazes.
Exactly. So then Abe pulled his thing out, obviously ripped the gun out on Koda, and was like,
"What are you, some type of fucking queer?"
He's like, "You trying to fuck me, dude?" And then he fled the temple. And then Abe also, he claims that it was after this event that he fully realized the extent of the danger he had thrown himself into. And this is, again, quoting Abraham, the guy who wrote the Zend Avesta, quote, I was alone in a multitude of Moors who at the first sign from Koda could have done as they pleased with me. So he thought he was going to get squatted up.
Damn.
So he had to pull his gun out.
That he was going to get blacked.
Yeah, exactly.
Raw.
Exactly.
Yes.
He was lost in the hood.
There's a gang of Moors about to split open a French.
He was like, this guy's trying to fuck me, and at any
I almost
minute.
watched a porn in Blacked with a French girl getting split by two Moors last night.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, well, this guy was living it. He was like, I just want the fucking
It wasn't going to go well.
He's like,
I saw what
these
happened
guys
to
are trying
that
to
poor
fuck.
French girl.
He thought he was going to throw him to the squad. He's like, how did I not see this coming? They obviously want to fuck me, dude.
Sick that he called them Moors.
Yeah, that was I think that was just casual back then,
Yeah.
right? Is that not like geographically accurate?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
The Moors were like, I mean, they were Arabic, so that would have kind of made sense.
Yeah.
They're like black Arabs.
Yeah, so I think it was like
He just saw Indian dudes and were like, dude, fucking Moors.
They're probably dark, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He was like, dude, they could have
We don't
done.
know it's Moors. He's like,
And
you're
this
all
is
Moors
their
to me.
nobleman. If their nobleman's trying to fuck you, all he has to do is give all of his boys the green light, and they're just gonna fucking crush you. So at this point, he's like, fuck, dude, this whole country's trying to fuck me. So he's getting paranoid, and he switches up to another Zoroastrian guide, and he's again getting his hands on some of the text. He's not pleased. He's like, man, this is fucking bullshit. So he keeps pressing these dudes like, yo, like, let me in for real. So like, all right, dude, we'll initiate you into Zoroastrianism, which apparently they don't do, which was weird. Like, look, I've read about this now. Zoroastrianism takes no converts, and it's a slowly dying religion. They don't bury their dead either.
Judaism.
Did they take converts?
Very rarely.
I think Zoroastrianism, from the thing I read, just doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, no. Like, I guess maybe you can marry in. I don't know. But and Judaism's very kind of it's tough to get in on the inner circle. So they're acting like they're letting him in on the inner circle. He's wearing the traditional garb, which apparently I think one of the dudes who did this got in trouble for this from the other Zoroastrians or whatever, the Zoroastrians. And as obviously under his garb, he had a sword and a gun.
Yeah.
He's like, dude,
he's Indiana Jones.
That's where the legend of Indiana Jones comes from, which is funny.
Really?
Yeah, because you'll see. But exactly, that's where this comes from. This fucking psycho nerd who was just rolling around is like fucking pulling guns.
Yeah.
So he's in the garb, dude. He's in the temple. And they're like, dude, say you're a Zoroastrian. And he's like, fuck that, I'm a Christian. And pulls out his gun and his sword.
Yes.
And just runs out of the temple.
He's running?
And he kept the scripts. Yeah, he took off.
He did temple run.
He's like, fuck you guys. Yeah, he did temple. He slid under a couple blocks and was like, fuck you guys, I'm a Christian.
I'm Christian.
So I think he took some of the scripts too. He took them out of there in his robe.
What the fuck?
This dude's nuts. So then soon after this, the block is so fucking hot, dude. Everyone's trying to fuck him. He has stolen scripts. And he gets into a duel with another Frenchman and he kills the guy.
Nice.
So then he forces him to take refuge with the Brits, who he fucking hates. And again, he stole all that shit from the temple. I think his brother paid them back and like made it. His brother was like doing well over there, like doing good.
His brother's killing it.
Yeah. So he chills with the British.
So wait, I'm trying to figure out. Can you guys? I'll look it up. Go ahead.
Yeah. Look it up?
I'm just trying to figure out where the frogs were in 1750.
Look up where Pondicherry or Chandanagar. That was another place. That was where they were in that area.
Okay.
So I think it was like the coast.
Yeah, it's usually West Coast.
Yeah.
But if you said Bengal,
I don't know.
It's Bangladesh.
I think it's check it out, because I think it was Pondicherry or Chandanagar was definitely the one place.
Yeah, that's East Coast. It
Is
looks
it?
like.
Yeah. So, yeah, look that up. I'd be curious to get your geography on it, because I'm pretty geography. I don't really know what's where. So he's with the Brits. He's chilling with the Brits. I guess they're pretty nice to him. And while he's with the British, he gets his hands on 180 manuscripts, like original Avesta scriptures that they had. And he, while he's with them, he's under British protection, so he's doing it right. And he didn't learn the secrets from those dudes, but he did learn how to translate the Avesta scriptures into, I think it's called Swahavi or something, or Pahlavi, which is Old Persian. So he did learn Old Persian from those guys that wanted to fuck him. And then he actually got his hands on some decent scripts. So he was able, through those experiences, to eventually write the Zend Avesta that this lady's claiming, based on like the whole dudes coming from Siberia, going to the blizzard. So that's where this comes from. This guy just going over there and just absolutely hold them back from fucking them.
Yeah,
so,
they did have there were a lot of French colonies in India, I guess.
Yeah, I think they're chilling on the coast. So,
but wouldn't that have been the East India Trading Company? Wouldn't it have just been England?
Well, that's why the English were killing it, because that's how that guy brought home like 200 of those texts.
No, I knew that, but I'm just saying I'm surprised that there were French anythings in there. I knew they were in Indochino.
Yeah, they're getting into it, dude.
Yeah.
They're all over the place. The French were bad. They were bad men back then.
I knew they were bad boys. I just figured they wouldn't be allowed in India.
Dude, I was surprised. There was so much stuff I was surprised.
The British.
Wait till we get into the Germans, dude. The fall of the German monarchy might be the fucking funniest thing.
Yeah.
Wilhelm II.
Yeah.
Fuck with him.
Yeah.
Dude. So I don't know if we'll get to all that. But so Abe gets back to France, dude. And again, too, he also published his memoirs, which set off a craze among renegade scholar adventurer types, which is where they think Indiana Jones kind of came from. like renegade scholar nerds started going out there heavily armed and just being like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah. God.
So he's back in France. He publishes his Avesta, which again is the book the lady cites. I guess this was in like the late 1700s or towards the middle. And the British guys, the Brits, because he publishes his Avesta and is like, fuck Britain. You guys are fucking idiots. I went over there. I figured it out. And also too, I forgot to say this, in that original crate of 200 Avesta, like ancient Hindu texts that the British brought over, there was a thing that they could have, there was like a Rosetta Stone they could have translated with. They didn't know that. And it just sat in a box chained in like an Oxford museum, like chained to the wall. And they'd be like, check that out. And people were like, sweet.
Yeah. So
he gets back and he's like, you fucking idiots. He's like, I translated it. You guys suck. Here's the story. And he just gives them like, that tale and some other stuff. And, so one of the big British Orientalists, Sir William Jones, attacks him with this. Duperron's manuscripts are the rhapsody of some mindless Hindu. For the contemporaries of Voltaire, the silly tales of gods and demons and outlandish laws and rules seemed impossible to relate to the idealized Enlightenment era view of Zoroaster or to a religion which they are associated or to a religion which they associated with simplicity and wisdom. So basically the English were like, dude, they just fucking made shit up and told you, you idiot. Like, that's not real.
Well, yeah, the British were right.
So here's what happened. So Abe, feeling the heat from the English and also feeling some heat from that dude's bitch wife, it was still bothering him, the dude he killed.
Yeah.
Was still being like, he fucking killed my husband. He's like, dude, chill.
Yeah, shut up,
Shit's
lady.
going well for me right now. I don't need your bullshit. So then he amends certain parts of his translation, instead focuses his corrections on the fact that Zoroastrians, again, like getting out of all the weird gods and this, because he did get mixed up in Hindu texts as well. So that's why it was kind of unclear. So he was like, no. Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. Like Zoroastrians are definitely monotheists, worshiping Ahura Mazda. And he kind of tied them to, he's like, they're like definitely related to the biblical Abraham. And were probably like an early, like pre-Christian people who started in Persia and then migrated to the Balkan Peninsula around Europe. So that's where he gave into that and was like, yeah, they like were over there and then they came here and they're kind of like Christians, kind of like us guys. And everyone was like, I could see that.
Yeah.
So that's where that kind of that like.
Wait.
So he came off being like, these guys are from Persia. They walked to Persia, blah, 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 blah. And the British were like, dude, they're just making shit up. Fuck you. And then he came and was like, because the hot thing back then was to like link them to Christianity. Yeah. And be like, I'm pretty sure these guys were like...
To link who to Christianity?
The Zoroastrians. Since they were monotheists, they were like...
I don't even know who the Zoroastrians are.
So
the Indians?
So the Zoroastrians are really Iranians, but there are Indian Zoroastrians. It was just a religion. Some guy at one point, just out of nowhere, started a religion 3,500 years ago called Zoroastrianism. Okay. And the Avesta scriptures, I think, are older than that, and they lead up to it. Okay. Does that make sense? Sure. So it was just like back then, like there was like Hindu and all this other stuff. And that was like multiple gods, you had like all that stuff. And then Zoroastrianism was like a monotheistic religion.
So they were saying some people migrated from the Middle East to Europe.
Like, yes.
Which is, I believe, true.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. None of this stuff is like patently totally true or false. I think like Xerxes was a Zoroastrian. Like it was like the main religion of a couple of the Persian empires. It just, just kind of fell. You don't bury your dead. You just leave them out and you let birds eat them. Oh, nice. So it's not the most appealing. And they just like light fires and chill by them. Yeah. And they're like, whoo. Yeah. Pretty sick religion. So he started to kind of tie that. It was just some weird shit people did in the Middle East. And then people in Europe started being like, I think there's something to Zoroastrianism that links to us. That's what I'm saying. He like threw that kind of in the mix and kind of was like, yeah, just to get the British heat off him. So I think the British were pushing that. So then in 1786, a dude, William Jones, who came out against Abe, was like, dude, you're full of shit. He figures out that there's a link between Greek, Latin, Sanskrit, and Persian languages. That's where we got the Indo-European language group from. So he studies all these languages and be like, dude, these are all pretty fucking similar. Yeah. And people start going like, whoa, that's fucking nuts. And then, so it's like, dude, whoa, like, did we come from over there? People started kind of asking these questions. So now you go to 1807 and the Germans are pissed. The French gave them what for? Correct?
In 1807?
Early 1800s. I think Napoleon fucked up the Prussians, I guess.
Yeah. Germany wasn't a country.
It was Prussia, yeah.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, so like the bros, that whole confederacy of dudes is like, fuck, dude. I thought we were like the most brave, awesome warriors.
It was a weird time. Everybody allied with each other, fought each other like 6 different times.
Yeah, it was like the monarch. There were still monarchies and
Russia,
shit.
Prussia,
so the group of people who were in that like
Austro-Hungary.
Yeah, exactly. We're just like, fuck, dude, we fucking lost to the French. Like, what the fuck? So they were trying to, in the early 1800s, so they're trying to pump themselves up on like why. A lot of times, a lot of this stuff starts entering into countries who kind of like just like lost.
I think when was the Franco-Prussian War? Is that what it is?
I believe so. Look up 1807. I think it was in there. Or don't Google 1807, but look it up.
That was later. That was 1870.
Well, that's when the Germans won that, though.
Yeah.
So the Germans won that
one.
Was
the unification there.
Yeah, but they lost earlier. I think Napoleon. Was that Napoleon back then in 1807?
Yes.
Napoleon gave them what for? It actually was like he was like occupying territory within that. And they were like, fuck, dude. It's just fucking bullshit. And then a German guy, Franz Bopp, provided scientific linguistic proof of Sir Jones, the guy from England's Indo-European theory. And then a couple of German philosophy bros, Johann Gottlieb Fichte and Johann Gottfried Herder, start to hype everyone up on this idea of the Volk. That was like Hitler shit.
The Volk, yeah.
And he started being like...
Volkswagen.
Yeah, he started being like, dudes, like, yeah, we got beat by the French, but like, deep down inside, we're like noble warriors tied to like a long tradition of just like
tunic warriors.
Yeah, like we're sick, dudes. And everyone's like, nah, you think we suck? We lost to the French. Like, nah, dude, we're the fucking Volk, dude. And like we're being plagued by like, this like shit going on right now.
Yeah.
And it didn't get anti-Semitic yet.
It's coming.
It laid the it starts to lay the foundation. So he starts pumping everyone up. He's like, look, like we're the Volk.
No, I remember.
And he was like, we got to knock the bullshit off and become the fucking Volk. And Fichte is quoted on saying, the purpose of the future German nation, which would be built off the virtues of the French Revolution, that was just in there, would be to found an empire based in spirit and reason and to annihilate completely the crude physical force that rules the world. So like, we're the Volk. We're good.
Yeah.
It's just the world's fucking evil, bro. And we have to, restore everything to order.
It's kind of how every single person on Earth feels.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So, and obviously, these kind of vibes.
Tight? Where did I hear this? I forget where I heard this. It's the war right now is just between the French Revolution and the American Revolution. As far as which values, like French Revolution was equality.
Yeah.
The American Revolution was right to happiness, pursuit of happiness.
Independence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Dude.
That's where democracy's at. Also, there is a pizza here. Noah, could you be a deer?
You want to pause?
No, we don't need to pause. We might have a pizza party during the history cast.
Nope, not a problem.
I might eat pizza on this episode.
You should, dude.
It'd be fun.
It'd
be a nice time for a pizza party.
So these vibes are obviously picked up and ran with by the Nazis later on. But Fichte, the guy who said this, did not hate the Jews, for the record. Also for the record, he didn't like them very much. But he didn't hate them. And while he actually resigned from his college position because people were bullying the Jews on his campus, and the college did nothing about it, and he was like, fuck this is messed up.
All right, nice.
That was pretty good. That's pretty woke for his time.
Pretty good.
He was like, I'm not a fan personally, but you can't be mean to him, man. That's what he did. And he actually resigned from his position. It was like, well, that's kind of nice. Another guy, Friedrich Schlegel, comes out and says that so like, you have this idea of the Aryans floating around, like, we're the fucking Volk. He comes out and he goes, dude, the Aryan Persians are definitely our ancestors of the noble Germans. So, then the Volk starts to get into this kind of like Persian shit, and they're like, dude.
Wow, it's a pretty good looking pizza.
Is that pretty good?
We'll see.
Dude, pause up.
Pause for a pizza break?
Pause up.
I'm gonna pause. It'll make no difference to you.
No one will tell. Pause up, dude. Get fueled.
Wow, it's a pretty good looking pizza.
Wow, that was a good pizza.
Dude, it looked yummy.
Noah, you treated yourself there. You had quite a few slices.
Really?
Gardini with a respectful 2. An absolutely respectful 2 out of the guard dog.
What did Noah have?
How many did you have, Noah?
I had 3.
Leaving you 3 slices? You got to equal, man.
3. Well, I'm the king.
You should have 4.
I'm fat king.
You should have 4, dude.
If I get a pizza, I'm eating 3.
You got to eat 4, dude.
If no one's home, I'm eating most of the pizza.
Yeah.
If I'm at a party,
once you
3.
close that, like...
You got to finish you can't leave
it.
2.
Once you surpass 4, you should. Once you work like like when it's like less than half left. You're around third. You're around third. You got to just eat the whole thing.
I've been playing MLB The Show, and I only use baseball analogies now.
Yeah. Once you're around at third,
I've been going to a lot of ball games lately.
Was that third? Yeah, you're on third base of a pizza, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's time to. Third base coach is giving you the signal. He's giving you the green light. You got
it. Take a nice lead.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Oh man, you got to play MLB The Show.
I want to, man.
I heard about your Grand Theft Auto.
It's coming.
Right.
My fucking controller got stolen off my porch.
What?
Someone stole my Amazon package, dude.
You think it was a person of color?
I don't know. I don't want to assume.
If you had to guess.
I don't want to assume. I caught there was one package thief, and he was indeed a person of color. And
What?
I caught him digging
Dadgummit.
through stuff across the street, and I was like, "Hey, doing over there?" I saw him back. He was ripping packages open. I was like, "Bro, what are you doing?"
Oh.
And he's like, "Ugh," and he took
You know
off.
what we get in Queens? We get Asians going through trash.
Really? Oh, I've seen that before.
They
Yeah,
love collecting cans and
yeah, I've
plastics.
seen that before.
I don't know what they're doing with them all. No, I did. They're taking them to
Getting
recycling
paid,
centers.
bro.
They're
Getting fucking paid.
nickels.
Getting mega paid. Dude.
Sorry about that. It'd be funny for a guy to not know what they were doing.
They thought they were like building
Asians
robots and
fucking
shit.
Keep stealing my trash, and I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know what the fuck they're up to.
Back to learn about the Aryans.
All right. So the guy. So we talked about the guy. What was his name? Not Franz Bopp. The other guy, Vict or whatever his name was.
Schlegel.
No,
Schlegel?
Schlegel came out. So the one guy resigns. He's like, dude, like we're being too mean to the Jews. This is like in the 1800s. He's like, you can't be bullying them, bro. And he's like, I'm not being a professor here. So, that happened. And then, time passes. Another guy, Friedrich Schlegel, comes out and says the Aryan Persians, because they say that's like the scripture about the Aryans. They're like, they're definitely Aryans. They say, and so are we, the Volk. And he's basing this all off that same translation by Abraham, off the Zen Avesta and other stuff like it. And he's like, yo, we're fucking Aryans too, dude. And the whole book of the Zen Avesta is them being like, we are the supreme people, blah, 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 blah. But it was written 3,500 years ago when,
It was crap.
yeah, everyone was like, we're the fucking best.
Yeah.
So,
We're the best.
yeah, so he comes out, I mean,
We're
yeah,
the best.
clearly.
You and me are the best.
Easily.
Yeah.
So, and here's a quick note, because then I start looking up, like, what does Zoroastrians say about this shit? Of like, are they ever like, it really pisses us off that people use our Bible to commit the Holocaust to be Nazis. So what they say, here's what the Zoroastrians say about the Avestas and all the translations. This was like a Zoroastrian scholar.
We've spoken to a Zoroastrian scholar. Here's his quote. No.
I read his blog. Yeah, I read his blog.
No.
I read his blog, and he goes on to explain that people with an agenda who read the Avesta scriptures usually find what they're looking for, given its ambiguity and the fact that there are, I think, 47 different translations at this point.
Yeah. They also did that with Nietzsche.
Really?
Yeah, Hitler.
They picked and choose.
He was like, we are the Supermen.
Ubermensch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was basically like,
Vulcan.
he was saying Christians go into it and like, hey, look, angels and shit. That's what we have. Muslims find stuff. Iranian patriot sees Zoroaster as a prophet of the Iranian state. And, obviously, if you want to, rid the planet of Jews, you'll see stuff in there like, yeah, we are the best. And this stuff applies to us as well. Even anthropologists will go through the Avesta scriptures and be like, they'll find stuff about Bronze Age animal husbandry and be like, I fucking knew it.
I knew we
They'll see
invented
clues.
horses.
They'll see clues. Like anthropologists will be like, I knew they fucking did that shit back
Yeah.
then. And, it's all based
Yeah,
on.
no one really knows.
No one has any fucking clue. So that's the whole idea. It's
But
like
I
people
think they
project.
got the right area of where it came from.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think right away they took over India. Whoever came out with horses
Yes.
came down the west coast of India and started fucking shit up.
Well, it's also entirely probable. Like I said, this is the other thing too. That like,
Sound like JP there.
thank you.
Yeah.
The other, it's like it is possible because they get like the mummies with red hair in Egypt, and people freak out about that. And they're like, well, that's because when they mummify them. And blah,
Yeah, it's embarrassing to freak out about any of that.
exactly. But people get.
But the Little Mermaid is white.
True. But the what this guy's saying is like, if you have an agenda,
So is
it's
James Bond.
easy to project it onto the Avesta scriptures and find what you're looking for. So, throwing out a footnote. So, as the Germans and the rest of Europe go further into the 1800s, the emphasis on religion and culture begins to fade. It becomes less and less important. It doesn't happen overnight. And then these German people getting teased like, dude, like, are we the fucking Aryans, dude? They start to ask, they get restless. The whole shared culture, shared Indo-European language thing, it's not enough, dude, because it's lessening in importance. And they start going like, what did the ancient Aryans really look like?
Oh, that sounds like what an Asian person would call the History Channel show.
what? So they start going like, people in Germany are like, and in France too, to be fair. And I think Ireland at one point was like, yo, we're Persian. We're like, we called it.
Yeah.
Ireland called like, we're
Dibs.
Persian instantly. So they started being like, did the best people from that book, like, did they look like me, dude? Like they look like me, right?
Well, I understand. They didn't feel represented in all of the myths.
Exactly.
They needed to be represented.
They needed to be represented.
I don't watch a movie unless somebody looks exactly like me.
And that's kind of what was
I
going on.
only watch Peanut Butter Falcon and The Ringer.
So they started like getting fired up, and again that starts to pressurize like intellectuals. Like, I'll go find it. This is what people want. So they start they're digging through stuff trying to find it. And like we said, religion was fading from importance. And if you're into like Jungian psychology, they always talk about how like our impulses don't fade with the vehicles they're expressed through. So like back in the day, if I was a guy, say I was a Christian bashing Arabs, if I was doing that in like the 1500s, I'm coming at them more from like your fucking culture, boo, your religion. It's more of like a holistic 360 slam. And as religion faded from the picture, people started getting like, and as we got more emphasized on like physical characteristics, which was always there, but as religion fell away, people started attacking strictly more on physical stuff. They recognized it back then, but it was like, dude, here's an example of a slam. So it's in 1830s. You got a guy like Christian Lassen, who was another Orientalist, a student of Schlegel, who this guy Lassen starts to be like, yo, again, we're definitely fucking Aryans. And he was like, and we can tell just not the language and everything, we can tell just by the way we conduct ourselves. And this is his quote. He was like, we're the most gifted of all. And this is how people used, like, before they started just being like, fuck you, dude, and like having like more.
It is, I'm sorry to cut you off. It is funny that every single culture, it's like, yeah, we're the best. We do it the right way.
Yeah.
It's like, who do you think invented the right way? Your culture.
Yeah. That's exactly.
It's so funny.
And that's all that. So, and this is like, but as the
I do it all the time.
As the emphasis on religion faded, that's when it got into more like in the early 1900s. People started measuring heads and getting into the eugenics. That's when it took on like strict physical characteristics. Yeah. That's why people say like Europeans invented racism. There wasn't racism before that. It's like it was there. It just was more kind of verbose and kind of like poetic. This is how this guy used to get racist back in the day. So Christian Lassen, he's like, we're the fucking Aryans, and the reason why, quote, we're the most gifted of all and perfect in talent, creativity, flawless in spirit and harmony of soul. So, and then he was the one who started to contrast the idealistic Aryan Volk with the Semite, referring to both Jews and Arabs. So he started saying the Jews and the Arabs did not possess the harmonious balance of the forces of the spirit, and that the Semites' views and notions so absorbed their intelligence that they're unable to rise with serenity to the contemplation of pure ideas.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, what a slam.
Yeah, how are you supposed to yell that out of a truck?
What a slam.
You got to streamline that.
What a slam, dude. And then, this is kind of where it gets into kind of funny. He was like, he goes on to say that the Semite in his religion is egotistical and exclusive. And then in a rather ironic statement.
This shit's egotistical. We are actually perfect.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So then one of his boys right after that is like, dude, I think Aryans are actually the chosen race. So all this is just like a wild projection based out of insecurity, blah, 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 blah.
It's almost like everything is a wild projection out of insecurity.
So that's what you get into with the with the young stuff. It's like, so you have these guys, like the religion loses importance. They start slamming more like physical characteristics. And then now you have anti-racists who are like, there's like, it's just that same that same force, dude. It's just fucking like, fuck, I fucking hate racists. And it's the same hatred. It's just, it's constantly shedding and taking on new forms. So that's kind of, just want to give a little hat tip to Young, dude, with all this stuff. So then.
I'm gonna beat Young's ass.
Dude.
I'm going to find his casket and crap in it.
What?
I hate this guy.
Young's the fucking man, dude. So then Schlegel and his boys are like, yo, we're the fucking chosen race. We're not fucking Jewish or, Arabic. And we're fucking also kind of Persian too, but like they're white. Get over it. And he's like, let's fucking go. And around this time, they were getting pumped because.
Like, what are we going to do? He's like, invade Poland.
Well, around this time, the French are also hyped now based on the fact that they defeated the French in the late 1870s. Or the, German, Prussian type dudes. Wilhelm I.
Yes.
Was coming off a wicked victory of like, dude,
it's time to unify Deutschland.
We got fucking revenge on the French. We're the best. And guys are like, yeah, dude, fuck that. Fuck Jews. And people are like, all right, fuck yeah. Let's just
some guy in the back's like, yeah, fuck Jews. All right, party's on, dude.
Party going. So.
It feels like one of my shows. I'm just up there. Somebody yells something. I'm like, all right. We're going to keep the stand up going. But,
so again, the shit.
Don't yell stuff.
Yeah, don't yell it out. So they go and, eugenics are hitting. It's like, it's wild, dude. People are like, it's like it is now with like, I went to Bryn Mawr and they're like, they'll have these like, weird intellectual things of stuff that you're like, what the fuck? Yeah. They were just doing the opposite, where they'd be like, yeah, we measured everyone's heads. Ours are perfect. And we're the smartest. So sorry, dude. And, they started doing all the eugenics and all that stuff. So then Wilhelm.
Yeah. You ever see Django?
Yeah.
You know that part in Django Unchained?
When they used the
skull stuff?
Yeah.
What was that called?
There's a word for that. I don't know, honestly.
Probably craniology.
Something like that. But they were measuring all this shit and being like, and they would like compare like skeletons and heads and be like, that's us, obviously. Measured our head, measured their head. We're obviously Aryan. We're the best. And so then it goes. So Wilhelm I. Everyone's like, hell yeah, dude! Like we beat the French. Wilhelm II steps up. This is kind of where my notes leave off, but I think I got this from here. So Wilhelm II.
Where's my dog Bismarck? Where's he at? You running into him?
He was a Prussian guy, right?
Yeah.
So Wilhelm II splits from Bismarck. I think there was a part where he was like, "No, dude, I'm cool." Also, Wilhelm II was half British. He was half Brit, half German.
Yeah, they all were.
Yeah, apparently
they're all related.
Kind of weird.
I think Habsburg. I forget.
I don't know, but I know
they were all like World War I. They were all cousins.
So Wilhelm, I think in 1880 something, like 88.
Yeah.
He's like his dad starts, I guess, dies or something. So Wilhelm II comes up on the scene. So his people are fucking fired up, dude. They're like Aryan stuff, and they're like, yeah, dude, this shit fucking rules. Yeah. So Wilhelm II, let me see, according to my notes here. Yes, we got hit. Eugenics hits. Everyone's wild. They also had it. So Wilhelm II takes them into the Boxer Rebellion. So they go into China. They go into China, but
you see how many people died in that?
A lot of people died. Well, they were killing Christians.
They killed a lot of people.
Chinese are killing Christians. So then, but apparently Germany, like Wilhelm's forces, they only sent like 800 troops. They sent like a weak amount of troops, and so they didn't basically help at all. They showed up late, and then Wilhelm, this is his first major scandal, was like, we're about to go hit fucking China like the Huns did a couple thousand years, and like referred to like going in and just decimating the entire population. And everyone was like, whoa, bro. In the 1800s, it was like, dude, chill.
Yeah.
Chill. You can't be bringing that kind of shit up. So that was his first major scandal. People were like, dude, this guy's kind of fucking nuts.
It's a sick war plan, though.
Yeah, dude.
Spec, I've met with my war council. We decided we're just going to kill everyone. All right.
He was basically like, go forth and show them how Christians love to suffer. And like, we're going to go, and like, this isn't even going to phase us.
Damn.
We're going to roll through there. Like,
we were ISIS.
He was nuts. Or he was like, apparently very eloquent. He would give 6 speeches, but every now and again, he would just cross the line a little.
Yeah.
He get fired up. So.
He's pushing boundaries.
He's pushing boundaries hard. So we had that. The Boxer Rebellion was kind of a shame on the German nation. Like England and France were like, what the fuck? Yeah, way to show up. Like your boy, you get in a fight and your boy like doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
They're hitting Germany with that. Like, dude, you didn't even do anything. Shut up. And then like, so the Germans are kind of embarrassed. And at this time too, people are kind of like questioning the idea of the monarchy in general. So he's on a slippery slope. And then after that, he had the Eulenburg scandal. The Eulenburg scandal in Wilhelm II's like interior party. It turned out a bunch of them were gay, and a news reporter leaked that a lot of his boys were gay. And like, dude, people started killing themselves and shit. It was bad. So then a lot of people like, I think Wilhelm's fucking gay. And he was like, fuck that, dude. No, I'm not.
Well, I ain't.
So he started spazzing. And then he goes over, so that's one scandal. He's like, fuck, dude. He like, the Boxer Rebellion kind of throws him off. Everyone's like, yo, Wilhelm's fucking gay. And he's like, no, I'm fucking not. So then he goes over to Morocco because he's trying to stir up this whole like Middle Eastern he like loved the Middle East. He's like, fucking Aryans, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck. He's like, if I wasn't a Christian, I'd be a Muhammad man.
Nice.
That's what he said. He's like, dude, this shit fucking rules over here. So he goes into Morocco and is like, dude, you guys should be an independent nation, totally forgetting about like, the fact that France was occupying Morocco.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck that, dude. You guys rule. There's no reason you should be bowing down to the French. And the French are like, the fuck,
what
dude?
Are you telling him that for, dude?
He was also feeling the victory he just had over them. So he's like,
pimps.
Dude.
They were like, yo, why are you talking to one of my bitches?
Exactly. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. So he's just wilding, dude.
I just watched Casablanca.
Did you really? I never saw that.
It's actually good.
I bet you'd like it. It's probably one of the classics.
It's great.
Dude, so he has the Moroccan crisis. And so that's like, people are like, dude, I don't know about this guy. He's kind of fucked up. And then in a news report, like he was like in some sort of interview, just spazzes on England. He's like, they're fucking nuts, dude. They're all crazy and fucking weird. But he also like loved England. It was weird.
Yeah.
So he spazzes on England. He pisses off the French. He dishonors like the English monarchy. And then Archduke Franz Ferdinand, his boy, Wilhelm II, that was his close boy, gets capped, dude. So then, that was Austria, right?
Yeah.
So then Austria declares war on Serbia.
Yes.
But Austria was Wilhelm II's ally. So he's like, well, we got to defend you.
And then the Ruskies.
Exactly, dude. And so the Ruskies were like, well, fuck you then. We're defending Serbia, so we're going to fight you. And then I think there was an agreement between France and Russia where it's like, well, France is like, hey, dude, if you're attacking the Russians, we're fucking you up. And then England was like, well, if you cross through Hungary or wherever it was, if you cross through Austria, I forget wherever it was, If you cross through this one neutral territory, we're going to fuck you up too.
Yeah.
And Wilhelm II goes, fuck, dude, I think I got set up.
Yeah.
I think this was I think he starts getting paranoid.
I think the Black Hand set him up.
He thinks it was a European scheme to destabilize the German nation. That's what he started. That's a type time he was on, dude. He's like, dude, I'm not gay. B, I'm getting set up. So they go into World War I. Doesn't go well for the Germans, obviously, as you know. Gets his butt kicked. And then it's funny, actually, they talked about how a young Hitler fought in World War I and he got burned with chemical gas. And he woke up in his bed and someone's like, yo, we lost. And he just fucking kicked and screamed his bed and was like, fuck. So they all hated Wilhelm II. They're like, you're a fucking idiot. You started all this bullshit. So then his whole navy revolts on him. His navy mutinies and there's like an uprising. And everyone's like, overthrow the monarchy in Germany. Fuck this. This sucks. And he goes into exile. His exile is actually pretty sick, dude. So he goes into exile in the Netherlands where he chopped.
Oh, that's not very far.
Not at all, dude. He went to the Netherlands. The rumor is that it took 60 train cars to transfer all of his wealth and possessions. So he just goes out there with a ton of shit. He
Real
bought
discreet.
Discreet dude, man.
I'm in hiding.
He killed thousands of animals hunting, chopped down like acres of tree, like loved clearing forests. So he just cut down trees, killed thousands of animals, grew a long beard. And he also bought a house in Greece from the family of an Austrian empress who was stabbed by an Italian anarchist. So she died, and he was like, yo, I don't know what you guys do with the house. Bought just for no reason. Bought the house in Greece. And then he was just like, he's rich as fuck. He's chilling. And then, Nazism starts to rise. And eventually he's watching that being like, oh, that's my ticket back to the, fucking monarchy. Like, they're going to rise, bring Germany back to power, and just be like, yo, bro, we did it. Here you go. So he reaches out to Hitler and he was like, what's good? And they're just like, fuck off, dude. Like, we don't care about you. And then Kristallnacht happens. And then Wilhelm comes out and he's like, dude, that's fucked up. Like, this is not going good. And this was his quote against Kristallnacht and against Hitler. Because he was like, yeah, these fuck, I like this Nazi. He's like, it's a little edgy, but I think I know what they're doing. And they're going to bring me back to glory. So when Hitler did Kristallnacht, and then like, I think one of his sons was like, he was talking to his family, and his son was like, yeah, like that's what you got to do. And he was like, I'm so ashamed to be a German. So this was his story. This was his thing about Hitler. This is a quote. There's a man alone, without family, without children, without God. He builds legions, but he doesn't build a nation. A nation is created by families of religion, traditions. It is made up out of the hearts of mothers and wisdom of fathers, the joy and the exuberance of children. For a few months, I was inclined to believe in National Socialism. I thought of it as a necessary fever, and I was gratified to see that there were associated with it for a time some of the wisest and most outstanding Germans. But these, one by one, he has gotten rid of or even killed. He has left nothing but a bunch of shirted gangsters. This man could bring home victories to our people each year without bringing them either glory or danger. But of our Germany, which was a nation of poets and musicians, of artists, which everyone says, and of soldiers, he has made a nation of hysterics and hermits engulfed in a mob and led by 1,000 liars and fanatics. Comes out with a pretty hard slam on Hitler.
Yeah. And
then Hitler starts to win, dude. Instantly comes out and it's like, woo! Yeah. He's like, yo, Hitler, dude, he wrote him a letter and he said, my Fuhrer, I congratulate you. Just changes his tune pretty hard in 1940. I congratulate you and hope that under your marvelous leadership, the German monarchy will be restored completely. And apparently Hitler saw it, laughed, and went, what a fucking idiot. Yeah. And just never responded. So then, he didn't let go. So during his last year, Wilhelm II had gone from being like, this guy's fucked up, towards like when he got older in his last year in the Netherlands, he started getting on some shit. He said, Wilhelm believed that Germany was a land of monarchy and therefore of Christ, and that England was a land of liberalism and therefore of Satan and the Antichrist. He argued that the ruling classes of England were Freemasons thoroughly injected by Judah. So he flipped his script a little bit. Yeah. He started being like, Nazism.
He got old.
Tight. He got old. Yeah. And he started saying, British people must be liberated from the Antichrist Judah. We must drive Judah out of England just as he has been chased out of the continent. So he thought the Freemasons and the Jews had caused the 2 world wars.
In his defense, if he was in the Netherlands in the 40s, you got to write that.
Yeah.
If somebody finds that. Because that was Nazi controlled.
Oh, in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Okay. So he started saying basically like he was the subject of an elaborate English setup he's like, we are the nation of Christ and like just fucking the Volk, and they're getting infiltrated on some bullshit. I think like, I guess like you were saying, the French Revolution stuff.
Kind of.
Liberalism and stuff.
Well, yes. But yeah, it's tough to I mean, I'm not disputing it, but like any documents from people in Nazi Germany, it's tough to tell.
Well, exactly. So this is the thing too. So he's watching the beginning of World War I and being like, World War II, being like, oh, hell yeah, dude, we're going to win this shit. So he starts being like, yo.
Well, yeah, he also was in Holland. So he was like, they're going to come here shortly.
Yeah.
I better start fucking being like, yo, you guys do rule.
That's probably what he was doing.
I was talking shit a couple months ago, but now that your guns are.
Well, he discovered the Illuminati, dude.
Yeah.
He was there and he's like, wait, what the fuck? And then exactly. He started being like, you guys fucking rule. And before he died, he wrote a 1940 letter to his sister, Margaret. And he wrote basically like, the hand of God is creating a new world and working miracles. We are becoming the United States of Europe under German leadership. And he starts to say some other stuff about the Jews getting kicked out of Europe. And he was just like, he's like, dude, this comes from this whole dream of like the Volk and blah, blah, blah. So he dies before the Germans attacked. What was that called? When they attacked Russia?
Yeah.
I forget. There's
Barbarossa.
Barbarossa. Yeah. He died right before Barbarossa, just being like,
so shit
he was
sweet.
Like, woo, baby.
Yeah.
He's like, we're number one. I knew we'd be good. And then obviously they go into, whatchamacallit? Yeah. So he's like, dude, the monarchy will be back, blah, 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 blah. We're good. And then the Germans went into Barbarossa, and it just didn't go well, bro.
Didn't go great.
Did not go great at all. And that was the whole idea, was like, he was against, that's where like, oh, and also too, a lot of the anti-Semitism of the First World War, when they lost, they came back and they were like, I didn't see any Jews fighting next to me. The Germans were like, so that like started a lot of the shit. Like,
they
what
thought
the fuck?
they thought they got sold out.
Yeah.
By the Jews and the politicians.
Yes. So they were kind of like, what the fuck? So, okay. So where am I? Okay. So, and this is also one of the other things too, that Hitler was kind of using the Aryan stuff to pump people up, was he was going back into like ancient Persian stories, talking about like when Cyrus freed the Hebrews from Babylon, which resulted in like the Hebrews getting out. And he was like, they kept being like, that's what fucking fucked up society and blah, 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 blah. So that he still has his people, like, even though they're getting crushed in Russia, he's still pumping them up on this like Aryan master race stuff.
Yeah.
So slowly they start to, it's like the Germans starts reaching out to Iran, and like, it wasn't Iran yet, it was just Persia. And they're like, yo, bros, like, we're the same. Because they're trying to fight. Yeah. They get crushed in Russia, and they're like, or it just doesn't go well in Russia. So they're like, all right, they start reaching out to like different countries.
Yeah, they got crushed.
And this is how the dudes, like Iranians, will chuck up salutes to, like, sometimes chuck up Nazi salutes. So he starts going out to, the guy was Shah Pahlavi, who was now we're jumping to Persia, it was Persia. So the English were like kind of putting up the monarchy of Persia, and Shah Pahlavi was he was like a general or something. And then eventually he like rose to power. And as he rose to power, he kind of overthrew the British put up Shah Pahlavi because the British wanted to keep the Russians out of like India and that whole area. So he was kind of like he was like put up in position by the British, and he fought the Russians, blah, 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 blah. And then he starts, I guess like getting a little foreign aid from England, and he overthrows the monarchy. And he has to he's like, I'm building the Iranian nation. And Iran, he starts coming up like, what are we going to do? And the whole time, the German like interior ministries, like they have their Persian delegates sending this guy like, yo, do this, check this out, check out this thing, these Avesta, like get into it. And they start to go, he's like, we got to start a new country, not Persia, because Persia, like when Europeans hear about Persia, they were like deeply embarrassed by getting fucked up by the Russians in like the 1700s. So they were like, dude, like, we got to start a country. We want to be like a strong power. We're the best, blah, blah, blah. So, sorry, I'm just trying to access my notes in my brain. So he founds Iran. He founds modern day Iran, which translates into the land of the Aryans. The whole Iranian state is built on, it's deeply rooted in kind of this myth of the Iranians. And they were like still talking to the English, talking to the Germans, but they had German people, they had a lot of Germans in there, like German officials in Iran at the time. And then the English started Germany started losing the war, and when the British and the Russians were like, yo, give up those German people or we're going to come fuck you up. And they were like, this guy at this point, he built Iran. He's like, I got this big ass country. We're the best. And he just got flattened by England and Russia. Like they didn't even fight. They came down on him and all the soldiers were like, fuck this, I'm out. So he was deeply embarrassed. And then since, I guess he was so cool with Germany, he didn't hand the Germans over. He let them flee the country. And then the Russians were like, well, fuck you then. We're going to occupy Tehran and all this stuff. So it wasn't looking good for him. So then he was forced to retire. And then his son took over. And that's like around that time, as they call it Iran, the land of the Aryans. And his son was like, we need to start an Aryan brotherhood with India, Pakistan, Afghanistan. And, the whole thing ends with them still to this day being like, we're the fucking Aryans, we're the best.
Wow.
Because in order to build the Iranian state, they had a similar issue where they were like, we just got smashed by Europe. And the Shah was like, oh, we're white, dude. Like, how do you know what happened? We were white and we were crushing shit in the Middle East, like the Germans told us and all these other things. And then we intermixed with Muslims. So they had the same issue with Muslims being like, they fucked us up. We're actually supreme in all of intelligence and everything. They fucked us up. And then Iran was built out of like a similar myth. So, and to this day, Iranian Aryanism still thrives.
Damn.
That was an abridged version.
Yes.
But pretty sick. I was getting scattered. I was just freestyling.
No.
But that's why today you go to a German soccer game with Iran and it'll be dudes like chucking up fucking Nazi salutes because they're still like, we know, bro. Like there's a couple dudes who are like, we're the Aryans, we're the best.
We got that scribble.
And both just got leveled.
Yeah.
And in those wars, they just weren't having a good time. So there it is. There's the Aryan myth. And again, it's like people say, dude, there's maybe there is, dude. Maybe there's redhead fucking, Egyptians. That's cool. Like, whatever. But when people start being like, and they don't want you to know this shit because you're the fuck, it's like, dude, just fucking turn that shit off.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how much history they don't want you to know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm always.
Yeah.
Who's they?
Yeah. But again, it's like, that whole narrative was based off of the Zen Avesta, which was written by a dude who was like geeking out, pulling guns. And it's like, dude, you might get one. Like, yeah, maybe there were fucking, like that lady has another book about there was like blonde hair people in Central America. It's like, I guess, dude. I don't know. That has nothing to do with me.
Yeah, who cares?
That doesn't help me.
Yeah.
So that was that's how the word Aryan started and worked its way through World War II. And obviously after World War II, the Nazis fell. People in Europe were like, let's chill on that word. But in Iran, they were like, whoa, we are the fucking Aryans and we're the best. And
that's my general advice. If you're at all thinking like this is going to help me financially, stop.
Oh, yeah. Just do it for fun. I actually myself put a large wager down.
Did you?
I put $600 on the Los Angeles Rams.
Gentleman's wager.
That's enough to get your eyebrows.
Get my juice
regular.
flowing a little.
Yeah. Yes. That's
Every
all
time
it
you
is.
score.
That's all the money. That's what everyone's paying for.
Oh my God, I'm so close. I'm so fucking close. It's a fun feeling.
It's adrenaline. It's called adrenaline.
Is it?
Yeah. It's called adrenaline.
Yeah, it is fun.
It's a nonstop. I told you when I try to keep
You toss in some Lucy with your gambling, you get the nicotine flowing, you get a little DraftKings and nicotine.
Yeah, dude. When I tried to fire up a fucking illegal sports book back in college, I was like, oh, this is why people gamble.
Yeah.
Because I was the house and I had people betting against me and I'd watch those games and be like,
You lived like Phil for a day.
Yeah, dude. It's nonstop. It's nonstop excitement.
I'm pissed DraftKings opened in Pennsylvania. Putting my old man out of business.
Yeah, bro.
Mom and pops.
Thankfully, the geezers don't know how to run sports books.
That's
or
true.
to use an app.
They're like, it's
So the
a
geezers are
LLC
still-
based in Costa
Geezers
Rica.
are still making phone calls like, hey, Phil, I need about 10 points on the Raiders tonight. My dad's with a fucking copybook like, you get 10 points. All right. See you later. That's good betting. Making a call to an old man.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Breaking news, dude.
What?
Tybalt attacked Phil. My cat turned on Phil.
What?
There's the new hottest rivalry in America right now. Phil versus Tybalt.
What?
All day. He said he was on the phone with his boss, and Tybalt, while he was petting Tybalt on the phone, must have pet the boy the wrong way. Tybalt lashed out, attacked his arm. Full spaz on his arm.
What?
My dad would be like, God damn it.
While he was doing business?
On the phone.
He was doing
He'd be like,
business?
Jesus Christ. And he punched
You think he
Tybalt,
gave-
dude. He punched Tybalt. Phil punched sweet Tybalt.
He buzzed him.
I got a phone call that night from
That's survival mode.
both parents. My mom and dad were like, hey, we need to talk. And I was like, what is it? They were like, Tybalt attacked Phil.
What was your first reaction?
I started dying laughing. And then they were like, we're gonna kill him. My dad was like, I'm gonna kill this fucking cat. I laughed, hung up the phone. I said, "You'll do nothing."
You think they won't kill him?
No, he's not gonna kill Tibble.
They
Tibble's too
could
sweet.
release him, like they could drive him and do the old.
Phil's saying I'm gonna drop him off at a farm.
Yeah, that's fair. Fair.
I
is
say
fair.
give the boy a chance. He's never attacked anybody.
Dude, he's only gonna do it more and more.
But if he attacks Phil again, it's gonna be the
He's
funniest.
done. Phil's gonna kill him.
It's gonna be so funny.
What
What a sad ending. Tibble's been such a good boy, and then to end it by just spazzing at the last second.
dude. It's all the greats, man.
True.
All the greats. Tell Phil, I'll cook him up something.
You want to kill Tibble?
I'm saying if the price is right, I'll fucking cook him up something.
No. Whatever you put down to kill Tibble, I'll double it to kill you. How dare you, dude?
Who would you pay to betray me?
Wood.
You think he would get me?
Yeah.
Oh, you think he'd come and Iceman me?
Yes. The Woodman?
True.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry
Yeah. I'm so
for my
sorry.
slot, dude.
He would get your slot.
Kill me for my slot?
Yes. I'd
That's
bring him
true.
on.
That's true. I'm walking on eggshells now.
After what you just threatened.
If I
Tibble.
hotshot it,
dude,
Tibble?
stop showing your fucking leg, dude.
Shit.
Stop showing off.
My joggers. I got my joggers on.
Is there any hair on that leg, dude?
Nah, dude. It's the
Whoa.
wintertime. It all falls off in the wintertime.
From all your pantalones.
Yeah, my pantalones.
Yeah.
Some dude told me about that in college. Like, I was like, you're fucking leg hair. I checked my legs. I was like, oh,
Yeah, mine's all back my this
I
part.
got Barbie legs, dude.
Yeah. It's disgusting. Ew, dude.
What the fuck? You're hairy as hell.
Ew. Dude, you gotta show that off. I'd like to see your butt. No. Yes.
Your ass is probably crazy.
Your ass
I got to
is probably
spy.
crazy.
Next time he takes a shit at a low place.
Oh, you had that fucking Lucy in the whole time. How'd it treat you?
No wonder you went fucking crazy
Quite
for
delicious.
a second, dude.
Yeah.
No wonder you went fucking nuts.
Lucy makes you think about the N-word.
Oh, yeah. I forgot we did a whole thing on the N-word.
Yeah.
You're really taking the reins of this show.
Yeah, dude. You and all your Kekistan nonsense, dude.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Keck.
Mr. fucking 4chan.
You're Mr. Cool on the internet. I see you.
What?
People telling me, like, hey, this Sean guy is pretty cool, man. That's
Who
what,
the hell say that?
that's what Louis said yesterday. He was like, for a vaccine for? No, I don't know. I think
Upper body injury.
I don't know what's wrong. I think he's taking some personal time. But I'm sure he'll
He
fill
does
you in.
need a vacation.
He needs a vacation.
Yeah, he needs some time off.
So in lieu of Matthew, I'm joined by my two adult male roommates, Chris O'Connor and Tommy Pope.
Your caretakers.
Yes, my men, my boys.
Chris's hairy feet as the third guest.
Dude,
Ew,
I
what
can't
is
keep
that
looking at
on
this
there?
thing. They're fucking disgusting.
What is that?
it's a piece of fuzz. Dude.
It's all the dirt that he brings in from the street, and then he
it's
just
not.
recollects on his bare fucking feet.
No, it's
They're
because
actually
you can't
not
keep
that
the
bad.
floors clean.
You can't see the. You know what? You just ate a fucking sandwich. As soon as you're like, I'm gonna go take a shower.
That's actually a spot on impression.
You did your
It's
fucking.
unbelievable.
You did your Asian lady walk, like, which took 10 minutes to get to the fucking
sore.
tub.
I'm sore
Chris,
today.
You know what was underneath you? 3 pieces of meat.
No way.
Yes, 3 pieces of meat. Raw
No
fucking
way.
ham
No.
that missed your
No
mouth
way.
because you're not capable
No
of using
way.
a plate.
No, this is fake.
Hold on, I haven't
That's
checked.
fake
I haven't
news.
checked in
Dude,
a
it's
while.
fake news.
Is that Nick Diaz T-shirt
No, the
tag
tag.
still
It's
on the
not.
ground?
I checked. It's
Dude,
not.
that lasted.
He doesn't know
I
what
don't.
you're
I don't
talking
want to be
about.
a jerk. I kept tabs on a piece of trash that was on the middle of your floor. 2 to 3 months.
Do you know why?
You know it. You remember it. You saw it every day.
Yeah, I didn't. No,
You
I
would-
didn't notice stuff.
You would
like
recognize it.
that. Maybe.
I can't believe it's gone. That thing was part of the apartment.
It's because his girl slept over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he had to kick everything.
Chris
out of
was
his
making
bed.
love.
Emergency deep clean.
You made love.
dude. And
I think your ex's dog is under there somewhere decaying.
Oh no. Dude.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that impression of you is pretty good. Which is funny because Chris tries to fat impression me.
Yeah. He what?
You know when you
I
want to
don't
make
do
fun of a
fat
fat guy, you go, ooh.
Yeah.
Chris will do that.
You got a low baritone though. Maybe he's just trying to.
No, it's a fat impression. I understand it. I've
No, you
done
got
it.
a deeper register. That's as close as I can get.
Chris.
Is that me?
No, well, that actually was. But turns out the fat impression I think is better. It's a good impression of you.
It's better impression of me.
You're like,
you think it?
Yeah.
Hey.
Chris is just always sleepy beepy. All you got to do is just. You just got. He's like always running out of battery. You know what I mean?
I had a job once where I was like answering the phones for the company.
Oh my God.
And,
Hello.
and it's like, and we were
Hey.
Whatever it is, I don't want to buy it.
we were all at like kind of basically sharing one big desk, and we had computers on it. And so I would be transferring people to the actual workers. And every time I would transfer someone, they'd have to I could see them answer the question, "What's wrong with that guy?"
Oh God. Oh, he's fine.
And I would be like, they'd be like, "You got to cheer it up a little bit." I don't know. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I've never experienced joy before,
I
man.
can't. Yeah, I can't. I can't answer.
Dude,
a
I
phone
got
like,
home from
"Hello?"
not seeing Chris 5 or 6 days. Was at my girlfriend's for Christmas. Not a single. We sat out here in dead silence.
Of course.
It was insane.
Of
I had
course.
to, while I was playing a video game, I was like, Iowa was nice.
Yeah.
That was I was like, you want to talk?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always just think he's mad about something.
Hey. Yeah, I
And then
genuinely.
after the second time you ask him, because we've been sitting in silence for 30 minutes, I'm like, what's wrong? You all right? He goes, yeah. I'm just
Yeah, I'm
sitting
just
here.
enjoying my time.
You guys had a wild night last night, huh?
Yeah, we got fucked up, dude.
I came out.
We
Normally,
got fucked up.
Shit.
you clean normally.
Of course I do. What do you mean? All the time.
No, at night. Usually you clean up. Like every once in a while.
oh,
I can-
yeah.
I know when you had a banger because there's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
gummy bears sitting here.
I got a
but
fucking 3-pound bag of
today-
trolley in the bedroom.
Today was wild. I came out here. It looked like there was a party, dude. You too.
Dude, I think I went in. I think I went in like 2 o'clock, 2:30, which is not that bad.
No, that's not bad.
I fell asleep for an hour and then I got up and I was like, ham. I need ham. Because his mom gifted us
I got into that ham.
Christmas.
The boys are
good
hitting the
ham.
ham. It's great ham.
Well, if it ever runs out, you can just check the couch cushions for this fat fuck. You can make yourself a little Sammy. Cushion me. So I come out. I'm
Dude, there's
starving.
no way there was ham on the couch.
Why would I fucking bring that up?
I
'Cause you guys
can't
make
tell
up
you.
lies
I
about
can't
me
tell
all
you
the
how much.
time.
I guarantee you there was ham on the couch.
Yeah.
I promise.
So
I
I'm,
didn't see it, and I know it was there.
No way.
I'm fucking starving. So I'm
You
like,
guys
I'm
said
gonna
I
go make
was allowed
myself a
here.
ham sandwich. I bucked this corner, and I can't tell you how sad
Bucked it.
how sad the view was, dude. He's just going like this, eating leftover Indian.
Somebody
food,
watched.
My view-
watching the
Somebody
darkest
watched
hour.
The darkest hour the whole way through last night.
I did.
I got on Netflix today. It was the whole way through.
Dude,
You watched the darkest hour after
Imagine.
the video game? What, how late were you up?
imagine.
I was up till like 5.
I mean, that's
I got
crazy.
shit faced. I played 18 holes of golf. I watched the whole time.
Dude, hold on. The darkest hour.
How depressing is that?
Yeah. You want to know something funny? When I was getting canceled by SNL, that whole thing. You remember that? You guys were here for it. And Steve's, our old roommate's, his Amazon was hooked up, or maybe it was yours, somebody's, and I bought the darkest hour like while I was going through it.
Yeah.
And someone was like in our group text was like, "Who bought the darkest hour?" I was like, "Who the fuck do you think?"
And he was like chewing like a llama when he was just like shit's just dropping
Oh,
everywhere.
God.
And then I sat down next to him to eat this depression sandwich, and we didn't say a word for 30 minutes of that movie. And then I just went back in the hole.
Phenomenal movie.
It's a great movie.
It's a great
It's
movie.
not something you watch, at that.
It is.
It is, I guess.
It is.
Yeah, it does match.
Finished
you.
up some Indian
Your
food,
gloom.
and I turned on to Churchill.
That's also when I knew it was trouble. I opened the fridge this morning. I saw that Indian was gone.
Yeah.
And I was like, that thing went at 3 a.m. You were eating Indian food, watching. I mean, this is chaos.
Dude, believe me, my view is as bad as his. He bucked the corner.
Yeah.
He actually just he wandered out shirtless.
Compared to you,
and
I
just
was
stood
flying,
there,
dude.
just stood there staring at me for no joke, like 4 minutes.
I want you to know what was going on in my room. I was trying to. I hit the Peloton yesterday. I'm
You
jacked.
did. I heard that fucking dude yelling
Oh,
at
it
you.
sucks. It's so
I
embarrassing.
always think you're watching like a clip, and I'm like, that's not funny at all. What's he
So
talking about?
embarrassing.
It's just you on the Peloton.
Yeah, it's so embarrassing. That guy yelling. I downloaded that book, that audio book of the Franklin scandal.
Okay.
Over here. Dude,
No.
No.
terrifying.
But I
it's
did-
about,
I did
it's
come in-
about like government officials doing a pedophile ring
Yeah.
that happened. It's very scary.
I overheard
Franklin
some of
scandal.
that. You were snoring over it.
Dude,
I was going to bed. And I just hear that whatever they're talking about,
Yeah.
just the darkest shit ever. And you're just,
Yeah, I was snoring loud as fuck last night. I woke myself up snoring. I've been taking melatonin. It's been fucking me up.
really?
Yeah.
Does it work for you?
That's why I'm so quiet all day.
That doesn't do
I don't know what it
anything
does.
for
It
me.
knocks me out.
Really?
But I was falling asleep to like this pedophile ring. I just listened to Billy and Spud's Pizzagate podcast.
Yeah.
And then they start talking in this book, and they're like, and all the addresses were on one street in Washington, D.C. And I was like, it's real. I was like, I don't know what happened. I was getting like scared. I was like, this is fucked up. And then I'd like start to fall asleep, and I'd hear one of you like, ah. off of like a putt you made in your fucking Oculus, and I'd wake up like,
Dude, let me tell you. He's been yapping about this golf game and the potential of Oculus. It's like the only thing that brightens his kid's eyes is talking about this golf game.
I sit next to him for an hour and a half in dead silence. The kid's depressed as fuck, the kid. And then I hear him go out and put on Oculus. He's like, hey guys, what's going on? How's everybody doing? Oh man, I'm just having fun out here. You cocksucker.
Yeah, it's like he's getting plugged in.
Yeah. Those lights come on, dude. Chris turns it on.
Yeah, he
dude.
does. He does. He hits the
Old
stage.
Chrissy camera, dude. Once that red light turns on, he's a different guy.
The rest of the time, my battery's charging.
We gotta record him.
Charge
We gotta
up.
record him after the pod. Just watch this dude slope around.
Hey.
Now that we're podcasting, I don't like talking if I'm not getting.
This is all
not
you
on
got.
there.
You got 2 hours.
I
of
can't
talking.
waste. I have like 8 thoughts a day. I can't burn them.
And they're all wild as
No,
fuck.
that's true. I'll do that with Matt. I talk to Matt on the phone all the time. And we'll talk for like a half hour, and I'll be like, fuck.
This is it.
And then we'll sit down, and it's all every story I start with is like, I've told you this before. I think I've said this before, and then I say it.
That's what I say on every podcast we do. I'm like, did I say this yet?
I think I've said this.
You do it for 4 fucking years. You're
Yeah.
like, I've told every cool story I have.
You've been pretty good though. You've been mostly new stories.
Yeah.
That's what's nice about Stuff Island. The podcast, Stuff Island.
We're 20 minutes in. We got ad read.
Yeah.
We bought ad
Our
space
first
on
ad.
Tag it, card.
There was a nice little ad for apartments.com earlier today. I was sitting here trying to watch South Park. Chris comes in, farts, and he's like, oh, that's
Yeah,
terrible.
no, sorry about that.
Tommy walks into the shower, starts scream singing. I was like, dude, I gotta move the fuck
it's
out.
a carnival in this fucking
Like, I have to move out.
I
Not that
I'll
I'm
tell you
a-
what.
Scream singing in a language he
Spanish.
doesn't know.
It was a Spanish song. He's in there. You can hear him. You can hear
I'm
him
trying
not
to disappear from the monotony of the
I
living
understand.
room.
I
He
understand.
doesn't even know the
It's
English.
it's a different location in my mind and soul in there.
You're right.
It's my opportunity for some sunshine and humidity
And also, you're not, Tom, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
next to this pit of hell.
No, I mean, it's not like I'm a fucking daisy. Just sitting out
When
here.
you don't
just-
talk to me, I'm like, you're seriously upset.
Yeah, you
I
asked
stopped
me
you yesterday. I was
yesterday.
like, are you okay? Or did I do something?
Yeah, I was just sober.
When you do it, I'm just like, yeah, whack ball, get out of your darkness. I told him today, like,
You feel bad for me for 2 seconds and you find ham somewhere.
yeah, let me check your crack for some ham, bud. Let's clear that with a garden hose. Let's go out back and wash you down like an old fucking dirty dog. It's crazy how dirty you are.
I mean, it's pretty impressive.
It is.
It is.
It is.
It's
dude.
been bad
It's like one of those dogs you just put on a chain and let sleep outside.
It's been rough
I
recently.
gotta meet
but
your parents. I gotta meet them.
You
They're
would, you'd
totally
be shocked.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be shocked.
Have you been tested for like autism stuff? No. Why are you laughing?
Something.
Something.
We've been testing you. Guess what? You failed with
I don't know
flying
if it's all,
colors.
I don't know what it is. It's something.
Something's off.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Dude, he rolled the carpet last night. I never said this to you yet. He rolled the carpet because he doesn't like me putting my feet on this thing because I slide the camera and he bugs out. It's the only other thing he cares about. He rolled the carpet and then tripped over it multiple times getting to like the light.
It's true. Yeah.
He
yeah.
rolled.
It's true.
He doesn't have any vision beneath his chin. Like he doesn't look down. That's why he never cleans the floor.
No, most of the time
bedroom.
I'm looking down. That's why I'm not used to. If I'm looking up, bad things happen. Like when most,
I do exclusively look at the ground when I'm walking.
Yeah, if I'm walking around the city, I'm
I've
looking
tripped
right.
too many times.
I look
Big
right at
boy
the floor.
falling.
Big bite. Oh, it's
funny is
long.
that?
It's a long fall.
Oh man.
I can lose balance for 10 feet.
I've always said
Before
it,
I hit the ground.
funniest thing it's never comedy. It's like middle-aged women falling will make me lose my breath.
Yeah.
Like America's Funniest Home Videos, just like a lady falling backwards, and they act like they don't. They're like, I hope it works out. Like they don't know how to like recover. Or, like,
Dude, I do.
try and block their.
My mom fell down the steps.
I love. This
I've told
story.
you this.
Yeah, the Oreo
Say,
one.
there we go. Yes,
Tell it,
dude.
Tell it.
I think see, here it is. I think I've told this on here. She fell. She hates this. She like cries if I tell this story.
Really?
Which
I
is,
cry
she
too.
needs to get over it, dude.
Yeah, it's fun.
My whole family was out getting fucked up, and I was in the basement playing NCAA, legendary.
That was the best.
Oh,
When
I
you
loved it.
There was no TV stand. You just lean in
I had a
against
flat
the wall.
screen against the wall, sitting on the ground, and I pulled up a chair in front of it.
Oh my god.
Played Xbox 360
at the
for
base of the
5
stairs.
hours a
Oh
day.
my god.
That's what I did over COVID. Anytime I'd go home, I'd just play NCAA for 7 hours. And it used to be bad. Before comedy was going well, my parents would be like, "You are a fucking loser." Now they're like, "Dude, how are you doing this? How is this working?" I'm like,
You're like, I've been
I don't
training.
know. Yeah, I'll come up the steps and be like, I think I'm going to buy this house.
Yeah, one more word out of you, Dad. I'm buying your fucking
no,
house.
for real. It's funny. I make fun of Phil for money now. Real cunty thing. Donate to the Patreon, would you?
Well, puts him in his place, you know. What a gift.
For
What a
years,
gift.
he was correct. He'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
I'd be down there playing Xbox.
It makes it so much more powerful when you finally
Yeah,
get
like, I
the
told
powers
you.
in you.
I
dude.
told you.
Yeah,
I
it's like
told
when
you
you
this
beat your
would
dad
work.
on
Yeah, I was on
one-on-one
something. Yeah.
basketball for the first time. You're doing it every day to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're slamming on your dad every fucking day with a wallet.
So
waiting
I
for
was
that
downstairs. My parents came home, and my mom was excited to see me. Ran down the steps. Midway through, dropped a cookie. She was eating Oreos. Midway through, dropped a cookie and reached down to pick it up.
On the lower step?
Bro, fell. I'm talking 5 steps, flat, parallel, head first into a wall.
Oh my!
The wall.
Oh, at the joint.
At the base of the
Oh,
steps in the
God.
basement.
Oh, Jesus.
So she was knocked out unconscious. Katie was behind her and was like, "Mom's dead. Oh, fuck." And I didn't know what happened. I was locked in, dude. I was locked in.
It's fourth quarter.
All I heard was, "Shane." And then, "Oh, God, Mom's dead." So I ran over and
Where was Phil?
Phil was upstairs.
Finishing the
hammered.
cookies?
He was hammered. And I don't know how they got home. And so Katie's panicking. My mom's unconscious, which if you see a geese lady unconscious, you're like, holy
terrifying.
shit,
She's
they're
definitely
dead.
dead.
They're dead.
Especially if she hit the wall.
She hit
there.
head
Man,
first, dude.
Boy.
And yeah. And then
She powered her down real quick.
Katie was like, you gotta give her mouth to mouth. And I was like, I'm not doing it.
With her teeth all black from
Yeah,
Oreos?
dude, she had a mouth full of Oreos.
Oh, my God.
Purple tongue from the wine, just snoring.
I thought about that. There's not a family member I would give mouth to mouth, or any human being I would do it for, except like my wife or my
You're
kid.
just supposed to do chest compressions now. I think.
Is that
Yeah.
what the CDC says? You bitch.
Hey, we
So-
knew that was coming.
But this is the best part. Katie's like,
Wouldn't be-
"Oh God, Mom's dead," and my dad's upstairs hammered. He's like, "What?" You can hear his voice crack. It was actually very sweet. He's like, "Oh God, what?" She was like, "Call an ambulance." He was like, "Okay, all right, what's going on?" And I was down there like, "It's all right, everybody relax." I was the only sober one. I was like, "Relax."
Yeah.
But I did think,
Relax, I'm up 30.
I did think my mom, dude. I
Just let
finished.
the time
I did
run out.
finish the game. I pressed pause. I paused my game for this. And then, yeah, my mom started to come to, but the ambulance was already on its way.
Oh, no.
Fucking EMT guys come
like
down.
10 grand, right?
She's like laying there. I have no idea. She's laying there, and then
Money's
she's
not
like,
an issue to
she's
me.
like, "I'm okay." And then sits up, and her hand was shattered. No, she was like, "But my hand hurts." And it was like, "Oh my God, dude." See an old woman's hand just gnarled, dude. Gnarled. Even everybody. My dad was like, "Jesus Christ."
EMTs are puking.
She was so embarrassed. She was so embarrassed that the adrenaline of her shame like brought her. She didn't feel anything.
Yeah.
She was so ashamed that an ambulance was
Oh,
there.
my God.
She was like, "I'm fine. You don't have to take me."
Yeah,
or
do you want me to
anything."
make you some
We were
dinner?
like, "You got to fix your hand." It was like.
Like Dan Marino type, like
it was
bent.
literally one of the fingers was like that.
Dude,
And
was
she
it
goes-
broken or dislocated or something?
I'm not sure. I don't remember. I think she
that
had
is
to
my
get surgery.
worst fear. Yeah.
I think she had to get surgery, but I vividly remember her laying on the ground with like a EMT guy, like kind of kneeling, like, "Is everything all right? How do you feel?" And she was just like, "I'm fine, but this hurts." And everyone's like, "Whoa, dude!" Yeah,
She's got a fucking NFL quarterback hand.
she's gonna be very upset. I told that if I haven't.
Every
Did she
quarterback.
listen to the podcast?
No, but somebody will.
Yeah.
Somebody will send it. They're like, "Look what your son said."
There's an
about
audio
you."
in an envelope.
yeah. Put on a
Yeah,
USB
listen
drive.
to immediately.
Yeah. All right.
I can't believe.
Sorry for
people-
that break.
You can't
What
take
else
the
you guys?
story
What
out,
else
though.
you guys
You
got?
can't take the story out.
No, the story's in.
That is so fucking funny, dude.
What else you guys got? Huh? What
I've-
else are we working on?
I've only
Watch 15 minutes of Don't Look Up.
a what?
Don't Look
It
Up.
was too liberal for you.
It was just all around like bad, you know?
Yeah.
What bothered me the most was in the beginning when they find out the asteroid's coming Like they just figured it out. They're like just doing the math. And
What's
like,
the plot? I don't know the plot.
There's an asteroid that's going to hit Earth, and it's supposedly based on a true story or something like that.
I thought it was like an analogy for climate change.
I think
And a bunch of people like deny that the asteroid's coming, I guess.
Yeah.
Or something.
But in the very beginning, they find out that it's going to hit Earth, and they like the scientists go into like full panic. They're like, tell me this isn't happening. This is happening? Oh my God. Oh my God. And it's like, no one would do that. Nobody would do that. You'd be like, all right, well, we got to tell the president
Yeah.
or whoever.
We got to tell Joe Biden.
Yeah, we got to tell.
Joe Biden's like, what's happening? What's happening?
You wouldn't start panicking until someone told you there was no plan and we're fucked. Right?
Well, aren't they the trajectory of these things are noticeable for years, right?
I think that's normally how it is, but this one
So we're
What year
told.
is this?
6 months.
What year is this? The 70s?
No, this is like present
Why
day.
did you guess the 70s?
I don't know. Because he said they didn't know what they were doing. Nobody knew what they were doing in the 70s. Except
true.
the president.
Was it 1850? What year was it? No,
My
what?
dad had a telescope. I know about space.
Yeah. We had a telescope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Haley's
I
Comet
don't
when
think
I
it
was like
worked.
9, dude.
I don't think it worked once.
Once every 75
Yeah.
years it comes around, Shane.
I couldn't get my eye. I could never.
Yes.
I could
Yeah.
never focus a telescope.
It's hard when you're an adult to get your eye in the right
Yeah.
spot to see the image. Let alone if you're a kid, you're like, that doesn't work.
Well, he had a nice one.
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh,
talking
really?
like an Amazon overnight.
Yeah, you guys were true wops, dude.
Yeah,
Real
yeah.
Galileos. Hey, it's not even flat.
Oh,
Did
man.
it? But did what?
Nothing.
The what?
Did it bum you out when you? Did it bum your dad out when you stopped giving a shit about space?
I never really cared. He cared.
Yeah.
Like on the toilet next to, he had an ashtray and always like a Nova magazine or Scientific America where like he just had space magazines so we'd read when he smoked and shit.
Really?
Yeah. That was his little study room because the only place he could go when we weren't bothering him.
My dad never read on the toilet.
Again, this was his like break from the house.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
'Cause he never had any literature in there.
That's crazy.
I don't read on the toilet. I
What
look at my
was
phone
he,
sometimes. Yeah.
Was he a
You ever shit without your
newspaper-
phone?
Now it's
a
but
disaster.
I did it all the time as a kid. I never read anything on the
course.
toilet.
And the shits were quicker. Now I just sit there for a half hour.
I know. This is how I got hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
As a kid, I would sit and pretend that I was hosting a talk show, and our knees would touch the tub from the toilet, and I pretended like Johnny Carson, and I would bring an item from my bedroom, like a sneaker, and then I would explain to the audience about
The shower curtain.
about my sneaker. Well, I'd open the shower curtain and be like, the show's about to start, and then
Did the show ever? Did it go wrong? You ever- oh fuck!
sometimes the audio was off.
Yeah.
No, and then I would sit there.
What are you doing?
Wait.
Fix it. The fuck? Make me look like an asshole.
I wish I had an old WAP voice at like fucking 8.
So you're just sitting there talking to the tile?
I would talk to, I would pretend I was talking to an audience and I would sit there for way too long and I developed hemorrhoids.
As a kid.
As a young boy.
youth.
Yeah.
Dude, that's wild.
Yeah. So now I have to tuck them in every time.
Oh no,
All because of the game show.
that's good that you were an entertainer, even
Yeah.
as a.
Yeah.
I would make faces a lot in the mirror.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still do that,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
I always think about the.
I smile in the miror. You know how fucking wild that
because
is?
of how happy you
Wait,
are.
I can't.
now?
No, I look in the. I'll be like, it's the most insane behavior.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
And I'll catch myself doing it. And be like,
Oh my God. Dude, if I ever cracked the door open, you were smiling at yourself.
you'll see it. Now that you know I do it, you'll see it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, I admitted it. I know it's a problem.
I used to play with toys in the bathroom
It makes
to
sense.
avoid doing homework.
What kind of toys are we talking? And what age?
Like action figures. Like high school.
Wait.
Like middle
That's
school.
so much worse
Middle school. High school.
than smiling in a mirror.
Oh my God. You had action figures in high school?
Yeah, I would like. Well, no, there was
Says
like
it with a smile.
Holy shit.
there was
dude.
like there was,
Hold on, can I say this real quick? I figured out today, I was like, look, I've never experienced or been around someone that consistently knocks it out of the park with a crazy comment. Like, I know a guy like every now and then, like 1 out of 100
Yeah.
comments, you're like, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
He bats 1,000.
Yeah, the second he reveals anything about himself, you're like, oh my God.
Literally, I squint all day long. All day long,
Holy
just squinting
shit.
at the shit he says. Tell us about
Played
your
with
action,
action figures in high school to avoid homework?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I wasn't getting good. I wasn't getting good grades.
Yeah, no shit, dude. Playing with action figures in the tub. You're failing art.
Damn. Imagine your teacher bringing their parent-teacher conference going, we feel like your son needs to stop playing with action figures in the bathroom.
Yeah, so I wasn't getting good,
He's
good
failing
grades.
calculus.
Yeah, and my mom was like on my ass about like homework and shit. So I would go into the bathroom, and we had this like cabinet in our bathroom that just had like toys from when we were kids that just never got cleaned out.
Yeah.
Also
And-
very weird.
Yeah. And I would go in there, I'd turn the bathroom fan on, and I would just play with toys.
All right, hold on.
Dude.
Wait. Hold on.
I'd just play with toys for like 45 minutes.
What are you doing with the
They
toys?
definitely thought you
I
were
don't know.
whacking off.
Yeah, sure.
And you laughed at me about the autism thing.
Yeah, that well.
This is not autism. This is just a slow guy.
Tell me you were on your belly, like crashing these things into each other like a 5-year-old.
No. I would just like, on the counter, I would just make up scenes and stuff.
Oh my God.
Like near the zinc. I'd like it.
No.
What do you mean?
No, I don't.
Fill the sink up with water, put a boat in it.
That's pretty fun. I can see that.
He's
That's pretty
coming- he's
cool.
coming around,
I'm
dude.
coming around on the boat. That's pretty nice.
I like the way the water, when a boat's going fast, I like the way the water like breaks behind
Disperses.
it. Yeah. And it was cool to me that like in a little boat in my sink, that was the same. It looked the same as like a boat out in the water, like a big boat out in the water. Big boat out in the water.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sweating. This is giving me such anxiety because I'm thinking about you as an adult
Yeah.
playing with a boat in a bathtub. Did you tell your parents you were just taking a bath in the middle of the day, not doing homework? They probably believe you
Yeah.
should old ham
Every
in
once
your
in a while,
crotch.
they'd knock on the door and be like, "What's going on in there?" I was like, "Nah, just taking a shit, pooping."
Damn. Did your brother know about this? How you behave?
At this point, I think he was in college.
Yeah, he moved out. He had a family. We got to get rid of our guys. The guys we use for the... Look at them over there. Chris is going to get a hold of those. You've been eyeing up those figures.
I have. They bend at the waist or no?
I don't think so.
Did you ever tell somebody this?
No.
This is the first time.
I kind of forgot that it happened until you guys started talking about the bathroom shit. I forgot that was like a thing that I did.
How does it make you feel?
It's upsetting.
That's
It's upsetting to think about. I kind of can't believe that it's real almost, but I did do that. I remember doing that for because I just couldn't do homework. I just couldn't. Just the idea of sitting down and doing it was like impossible to me.
Yeah. So you tell your parents, yeah, I did it. And then you fail
No,
classes.
but I had done
How'd you get in the Drexel? Were you like
lacrosse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What were your grades in high school?
terrible. But I had good SAT scores. I had like high SAT scores.
Oh, okay.
So they got me in.
So you're naturally gifted, naturally bright. Autism.
I don't know.
Inability to pay
They weren't
attention.
the SAT scores
Likes
weren't
toys at a very old age.
that good. Yeah.
Can't focus on anything.
Yeah, but
Audi. Chris is an Audi.
I don't think so. I have none of the talents, I feel like.
We'll take it to the chat. The chat will tell us.
some of them are talentless.
Yeah.
Some autists are truly talentless guys.
Yeah, it's
Really?
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they just haven't cracked their
They haven't
their
found
spirit
their
animal, you know?
True.
You ever throw a violin in front of one of these fucking animals?
Yeah. Just drawing. I feel like they're good. I feel like they're good at drawing sometimes too.
Yeah.
Are you a good artist?
No.
Fuck.
Rubik's Cube?
Can't do it.
Yeah, you can't do any of the...
I can't do a Rubik's Cube. I don't understand it. Math was always, I like math.
Yeah, he's
Did
not-
you have any passion outside of chasing other guys with long hair with a stick?
No.
You're
No,
the
I liked
best.
Calvin and Hobbes.
Okay, cool.
All right. Yeah. All right.
Confirmed.
All right.
I like the Far Side, Calvin and
Far
Hobbes.
Side rules.
Far Side does rule. We covered that
Yeah.
recently.
Oh, you have? Yeah, that was my favorite.
We recently
cartoon
covered
growing
that.
up.
You know what I'd like to talk about is that guy's fucking tweet.